Hey, it's Mark Oldman coming at you from the Edenic southern Rhone Valley to tell you about two lesser-known Rhone types from the southern Rhone, Gigondas and Vacqueyras. I know the second one sounds a little bit like a ray gun, but we're going to get to why you should be drinking these two types and why they're going to help you drink bravely. Watch ahead. From the Rhone Valley, now in New York City, to tell you about two southern Rhone wine types, less familiar wine types that offer an economic advantage. It's going to be less expensive than Châteauneuf-du-Pape, which is also from the southern Rhone, maybe the most famous red from the southern Rhone. Let's check it out. Number one, we have Gigondas. This is the Guigal Gigondas, and Guigal is a famous producer in the Rhone Valley. Pour our Gigondas. I love saying Gigondas. Reminds me of a certain movie with Richard Gere in the 80s, you know, American Gigondas. But I'm telling you, look at that. As the weather's getting cooler in autumn, this is a big blackberry express here. This is, oh boy, this southern Rhone wine, especially Gigondas and Vacqueyras, which we're going to get to. It gives you so much personality. Not just blackberries, but almost a tart quality, a licorice quality, kind of an animal quality, animal, barnyardy, a little bit, just enough to make things really interesting. And that's one of the things that will separate your Gigondas from maybe a Napa Cabernet or a Pinot Noir. Speaking of those kind of wines, I was in a Chinese restaurant, a fancy Midtown New York Chinese restaurant over the weekend, and I wanted a good value wine, and those weren't good values because they were too well known. So on the list, I'm paging through the list with some friends, I found the second southern Rhone wine I want to tell you about, and that is Vacqueyras. Hard to pronounce, good value. Remember, hard to pronounce, less familiar, it can be a really good value in wine. So this is empty because I had it over the weekend at this great Midtown fancy Chinese restaurant. Guess what? It blew the table away. Most of the wines were triple digits. This was only $60, which for this fancy restaurant was actually a steal. The sommelier hadn't even heard of it. It was like someone put it on the wine list and I sniped it off with the kind of reflexes, I like to say, of an over-caffeinated biathlete. That's what we grape nuts love to do. So, whether it's Gigondas or Vacqueyras, look for it on a wine list and serve it with meatloaf, hamburgers, the sort of food, lamb, the funkiness of lamb with the funkiness of these southern Rhone wines. Perfect combination. Mark Oldman coming at you from the Rhone Valley and also New York City, pleading with you to push it.